is here. My mic is here. I'm here. Everybody's here. We're not in this. We're in the wrong thing. We go to live chat. Decorations. What do we need? Ooh, ammo up. Ooh, Ibushi materials. Very cool. Why is my thing coming out? Whatever. I'll get it out of the way. What do I need? Those aren't too bad to build. They seem totally reasonable to build 3 artillery decos, actually. Very glad they're level 2 decos. Man, you know what? I'm wondering if like they're just gonna put in G rank and they're gonna make other tiers of decorations. Like I was thinking about, I think I made the suggestion yesterday that you could make it so that like the tier 1 like the level 1 decos are random, and the level 2 decorations are the ones you craft. Maybe I'm a smart guy. I don't know. Take that, science. Yeah. Man continues to play scientist baffled. Exactly. There's nothing left for me to do in this game. No, I got no weakness exploit talismans. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's like, think about skills like Mind's Eye and Crit Element is like, it's almost better to just gem them in. The problem is they're level 2. If they were level 1, this would be fucking easy, but they're level 2. I wanted to try a build, actually. That, well, I should see. How far am I off of Tigrex? Oh, that actually is level 2 in it. I was like, I don't want Bludgeoner. I don't think there's any value in that. Actually, you know what? That might be really easy to incorporate. So you get 2 and a 1, 2 and a 1. That's a okay, so 2 and 2.
Some hunters literally take hours.
It means I have hands free and legs free. Whatever. I think I'll farm Tigrex.
See you later.
I will farm the Tigrex. Yeah, I know. No, like default, you have to understand, okay? You're never gonna get what you want. You are never ever going to get what you want. Okay, you're never gonna get what you want. We need to farm Tigrex so I can build an earplug set that I may use as like a, hey, here's how you get earplugs, you goofball. Nobody wants earplugs. I love how Tigrex is in the same tier as Rationing. It's just so stupid. It's so silly. No, I don't need to be recording this. Herp derp. Derp derp derp. It's so frustrating because you know what? I think I'm falling into this trap, and I think a lot of people are gonna fall into this trap, so I should probably include it in the guide. Where it's like, it's very easy to dump points into the melding pot. And it's a bad idea. It's like legitimately a bad idea. Because you're better off like using those materials to like build the equipment. Like you're almost better off just farming, you know, just farming for the gear you want, and then like eventually you'll have all the gear, and then you can just dump everything into, and then eventually you can just dump everything into the melding pot for talismans. Like obviously at some point you're gonna want to farm a few talismans, but I think I'm at the point where it's like I have a couple of okay talismans, and there's not much point in me just farming talismans willy-nilly, you know? No, you're just farming good COVID shots. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Doing God's work, Bob. Doing God's work. God himself would be proud. Just like he'd be proud of me for wasting my life playing Monster Hunter. I think a current Monster Hunter career has taught me that it's hell. Well, it doesn't, like, it's always, like I said, I don't know why they have this stupid gambling aspect in the game, right? I should include that in my guide, actually. Right now I just have Narwa as, like, Narwa materials or shit. But I didn't include the fact that you should use the gear for your Palamute and Palico. Which, you know, makes sense to me. I've been farming the final dragon. Yeah, I have that in the guide too, actually. Like, Narwa gives you... Her materials are worth a lot at the Melder. So, if you're gonna farm the Melder, you should probably do Narwa. Which kind of sucks, because farming Narwa kind of sucks. It's not a particularly fun fight. It's a lot like Xeno'jiiva. Like, once you get it down, it's, like, easy and pretty much a free win. But until you hit that point, it's just like, ugh, it's, like, really long and frustrating. But yeah, I would suggest you use Narwa's parts exclusively at the Melder, because outside of Palico gear, like, or buddy gear, I guess, we want to discriminate between my dog. Outside of, like, oh god, outside of, like, buddy gear, it's the Narwa gear is terrible. Like, and I built the full Narwa set. I built one of Narwa's weapons. Like, it's a waste, a complete waste. There's the spin. Spin to win, baby. It's like, it's actually kind of funny because there's actually not much to this game. It's like, oh, yeah, what sets are you gonna build? I don't know. Like, Zenogre, 2 pieces of Zenogre's gear is like all you need. You build like one piece of one piece of Rajang's gear, like the pants. And that's pretty much it. Like, a lot of the gear is just like, you build like 1 or 2 pieces and you're done. Like Almudron, you can build like 2 pieces of his gear if you're dual blades. Like, if you want Razor Sharp, which, you know, I'm not even running Razor Sharp. And I don't feel a need, because watch this. Peep this, bro. Dog, come help me. I'm just like, hey, I need to sharpen. Herp derp, derp derp derp. And it's like, oh, look at that. Sharpness full, baby. We're back in it. Killed the Gwyn again. Did a magic playthrough just to kill time. The Soul Dupe in Remastered is far, far more broken than the original DS1. Heavily lowers my playthrough time. Well, I mean, I can tell you that, like, if you look at one of my playthroughs of Demon Souls, with and without the dupe, it's nuts, dude. Because in Demon Souls, like, you can just dupe consumables, like, for free. And it's not like you have to execute the dupe, like, on command. You just dupe, like you'll get, like, Adjudicator's Soul. And it gives you, like, 28,000 souls a dupe. And it just gives you 99 of them. So, yeah, it's, like, it's really broken in Demon Souls, so... You know, your playthrough will be basically free. You'll just get to, like, max level and then, like, trash everything, especially if you do a magic sword. But magic's always been OP, but in Dark Souls it's probably a bit harder to do everything you want. It's friggin' Remobra. One thing I'll say about the GU is that for the most part it feels like skills don't matter too much, which is good since most armor sets only have 1 or 2. Yeah, well... That's more like classic Monster Hunter. It's kind of changed, because in World, it was basically like, I can get, like, a bunch of skills, whereas, like, yeah. Like, a good set in Freedom Unite was, like... Well, here's the set I used in Tri for, like, high rank. It was, like, or, sorry, 3 Ultimate. I used Volvidon's set, and it was, like, Evade Window 1... Attack up medium, tremor resistance. Like, that's the set I used for, like, all of, I think it was all of low rank and high rank. Basically just used Volvidon's set until you got to, like, endgame, and then you started, whatever. Because you could do mixed sets in like, Tri and Freedom Unite and stuff, but it was so difficult to do a mixed set, because the game just wasn't designed around it. The game was 100% designed with you, just using the whole set. Like, you would say, I'm using, you know, the Rajang set, and that's what you would do. And you could kind of go around it by mucking about a little bit, but you're much better off just, well, not better off, but it's just a lot easier to just go with the 1 set option. And then they completely turn that on its head with World, where it's like, yeah, you just build individual pieces. It's, like, way easier to get what you want. And I think that's personally, like, a lot more a lot more interesting to me and probably everyone else. The main problem is they've balanced the individual pieces badly. Like in this specifically, the Lagombi bracers are like super good. Because it's like crit eye 2, a level 2 decoration slot, and a level 1 decoration slot. So you're probably going to put a critical eye deco in there. So it's like, okay, I've got crit eye 3, ice attack 1, and like a wild card skill, a level 1 skill. Which is good, right? But it's like, it's almost like better than everything else. Like, I'm still using the Lagombi braces. And I built them like super early on. And they're still in my in-game build, because there's just no other easy way to get level 3 critical eye. Right? It's just kind of funny that that's the case. You know? And it was the same way in World, right? Some stuff is just too good. And well, in World it had the issue of like you also had a set bonus to take into account, right? And I really don't like what direction they took the set bonuses in this game, because it makes set bonuses completely useless. Like it's like you get like level 3 resistance and it's like, yeah, great. I've never built an armor set because it had resistances on it ever. Defense is even like questionable in my opinion. It's and Garuga pants already. Yeah, well I mean, these are basically the Garuga pants, right? Crit boost 2, latent power with 2 level 1 sockets. They're very good. It's the Rajang pants. But yeah, it was basically Garuga Greaves, right? You got what? It was Critical Eye 2. It was Crit Eye 2, 2 level 2s and a level 1, right? I can't remember, but yeah, they were insane. Pretty much everything you need in the pants. In the pants spot. And they pretty much put them in every build, which is the problem, right? It shouldn't be that black and white. It shouldn't be like, I want this pair of pants in all my builds. It should be like, oh, if I'm going for this skill set, these pants are really good, is what it should be. But it's hard to balance that for sure. And you know, it's their first time doing that skill system, so I don't blame them. But I don't shoot rocks at me. I just, oh my god, I want that. I want that shiny. I want that shiny. Where are you running off to? Rathalos braces are pretty OP. No, I don't think so. What are they? They're probably like attack 1, part breaker 1 or something. I'll take a look at them after, but none of the Rathalos set was very impressive to me. But monkey pants are, yes. Monkey pants are like insanely good. Considering they're like also like one of the only ways you can just get critical boost in the game, they're pretty nuts. Because otherwise you're relying on getting a critical boost talisman, and as far as I know, I haven't gotten a critical boost talisman yet. So, yeah, the pants are insanely good. And they're like the only piece of Rajang's gear that's like worth noteworthy. I mean, that's okay, that's not true, but every other piece is not nearly as good as the pants. Because other pieces are like maximum might. It's like latent power, maximum might, but it's like, it's okay. But not for, obviously not for dual blades, because you're constantly using your stamina. For some weapons, they'd probably be pretty good. Attack 2 and Banger Gem on Wrath Arms. Banger Gem. I mean, are you running them for part breaker or what? I don't know. Attack. I'd probably rather. Well, in my build specifically, I'd rather run Crit Eye than attack, because I just find crits more. I mean, attack is not bad. I'm probably not giving attack enough credit, but I am running dual blades. So I've mostly been biased to critical and elemental damage. But I'm sure attack is probably better on certain weapons. Especially like Gun Lance, where it affects your shell damage too. As far as I know. It's been a while. I haven't messed around with anything other than this, and very slightly greatsword. My sweet Swedish dragon. Is he Swedish? Any good set posted anywhere? Any metas yet? I wouldn't know. I mean, I have the spreadsheet up, and I haven't really finished it, but my spreadsheet's there, and I'll post all my finds there. I mean, the problem is it's gonna be hard to find quote-unquote meta sets, because it's gonna, like, largely depend on your talismans. Because, like, your set could look completely different than somebody else's, and have very similar skills depending on the talismans you have. Gacha Hunter? Unfortunately, yes. The unfortunate reality is that Japan loves gambling. Are full sets even worth? Absolutely not. There's no set bonus that's like, well, you do get a set bonus, but it's like you get all resistances plus 3. It's like completely worthless. So you're better off like not bothering. That was lucrative. You're better off not bothering, because then it's like I get to pick and choose what pieces I want. If there were set bonuses that were worth a damn, then we could talk about it, but there's not anything to talk about. It's quite literally, this piece is good, I'm taking it. I don't care what anything else on the set has. Like, if Rajang's set was good, and it had a good set bonus, we could talk about it, but it's like, no. The only thing that's really worth a damn on Rajang's the pants. And since the pants are like the only thing that's worth a damn, that's all we need to know. You just use the pants and use everything else from other stuff. Like, I'm not opposed to using like 2 or 3 pieces of a set if the set works out. Like right now I'm using give me a second. I think I need Arachna parts. Boom, 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 boom. Use the Aparu. I'm using like, this is not like actually my best build, but it's like, yeah, you use the 2 pieces of this to get critical element 3, and then you use this, and this to get critical eye 7. Then you get crit boost and some other crit stuff, and it's like you can mix and match, which is usually better. What was I gonna look at? The Rathalos armor. Just teleport. Rathalos wizard level 2 attack in 1 level 2 slot. Let's see. Oops. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fine. It's like everything else on this set is like, eh. Like, windproof is actually like, who cares? Like, why? I don't know why they do this. Like attack 2, windproof 1. It's like, no. The issue with that is it's like, well, I think, is there a better attack bracer? Oh yeah, these ones have slugger on them, but a level 1. I mean, it's like, there's a bunch of stuff where it's like, yeah, you might like not even want. I mean, level 2s are valuable, but like what other gloves would I wear? No. I mean, these are like handicraft 2 with a level 2. I'd probably rather wear those. It's like pushing your sharpness up is like crazy. Especially if you're using like a raw weapon, like maintaining white is probably better than level 2 attack. Potentially. Yeah. A lot of the stuff is like very lackluster, so yeah, maybe the Rathalos hands are better than I gave it credit for, but oh yeah, these have no sockets.
See you later.
Like, it's totally possible. Did I eat my dango already? I did, right? Attack boosts only go with high affinity weapons like Nargacuga. Yeah, but there's a balance to strike with. There's a balance to strike with everything, right? Like Nargacuga is really good because it has super high affinity and like natural white. Like the attack damage on the Narga weapons is like on the lower end, right? But it's important to have a balance of all 3. Like, you may find that certain weapons are actually better than others, even if they have like positive affinity. a negative affinity weapon might be better just because the way the math averages out. Like, it might be better to have a negative affinity weapon just because the raw damage is so much higher that even though you're getting feeble hits, it doesn't matter because those feeble hits are still stronger than crits from another weapon, right? And I think in the Narga case, the Narga weapons are scaled at a level where they are, like, the best raw weapons, because you get, like, insane crit value. And the damage difference isn't enough to justify, or, like, the raw damage difference is not enough to justify taking the lower affinity weapon. Especially since in this game it's actually hard to get everything you want. So yeah, based on my initial looking at, the Narga weapons seem fucking good. And like the Tiger X weapons don't seem as good. It's mostly because you're talking about like... I think the difference on some of the Narga weapons was like 30 affinity. No. It's like what? The Tiger X weapons have like minus 15% affinity. And the Narga weapons have like 40% affinity. And there's like a differential of like 30 raw damage. And sometimes white sharpness, sometimes not. So in that case, it's probably better to run Narga. Because you're also going to get value from like crit boost more often and stuff like that. Stuff that's not like as quantifiable. But yeah, I think that there's pretty clear winners in Rise, just like in all the other games where certain weapon types were just like really good. It was like in base game world where if you were using a gun lance or a charge blade in low rank, you just used the Rathian one. Because it was just better than everything else. Tiger X HBG is good for sticky and cluster. For cluster memes. Good old cluster memes. Do the spin. I'll try spinning, that's a good trick. It actually was a good trick in that case. Can't dodge. Can't dodge, I got no stamina. And here I am in my guide going like, yeah, I don't think Stamina Surge is that valuable in Rise. And I do stand by that, however, it wouldn't be... I wouldn't turn my nose up at it if I could get it easily. The issue is that I can't get it easily and get everything else I want. But I wouldn't turn my nose up at Stamina Surge. Just like I wouldn't turn my nose up at like Razor Sharp, except for the fact that I can't incorporate Razor Sharp easily, and I can very easily just get on my Palamute, you know? Just get on your Palamute and sharpen. I don't know why they included that in the game, but it is what it is. It seems okay. I want that shiny. My Jellypy 1EA. So Tiger X Maw, I assume, is either a rare carve or it's a reward from breaking stuff. Oh, he's running. We got a runner. He had 99 endurance, 99 50 strength, 60 dex, 69 vite. You get to level 200 in hardly any time at all. I didn't check my level this time, but I think it was 400, yeah. I mean, that's pretty insane. I remember, actually, you know what? I used the old dupe. Back when it first came out on PS3, I used the old dupe to get to level 712. And I still remember, and I can't remember what I was using. I had Grant on, and I was like, wow, the damage on this weapon fucking sucks. I had like a Grant +5, and I've never been more disappointed with it. But that's because, for whatever reason, they just make magic in those games too damn good. Unless you're playing Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. Or I guess, Dark Souls 2 post the crippling of magic. Kind of glad they didn't do a Dark Souls 1, honestly. They're smart enough not to touch it. Just leave You can fucking ruin Dark Souls 2 further if you want, I don't care. The Dark Souls 1 should be untouchable. Oh, little big boy, huh? You think you're big boy? Big man, big man. You haven't stood up to a Blendtec blender before, have you? Damn it. No, that wasn't the one. Oh god. I wanted to use a mega potion, okay? I wanted to use a mega potion. Double chomp. Chomp chomp. More like kill kill. I have to kill. Oh god. I have to kill fast. Oh man, nice dude. Very cool. You gonna do the big jump? No, he's gonna back off. He's afraid. He's afraid. More than anything, Tigrex's attack patterns are just like really annoying. Just like goes back and forth like 3 times. Like, okay. We'll do it again. Here we go. He's flopping around. You know, this guy is considered absolute power or something. He just runs at you like an idiot. Leap, leap, big leap, big boy, huh? Big boy. Surprised that hit me. When you just charge, you're gonna hit once in a while. That's my one weakness. Monsters moving forward. Yep. Oh, I Superman dived that. I didn't think I did. I should have Superman dived that. Let's tune up. I should tune up my weapon too. Whistle, whistle. Come on, boy. Let's go. Like, I'm just like kind of on the fence of whether I think this is a good addition to the game. Because at that point, you may as well just like not even have to worry about sharpness. Because I don't have to worry about sharpness. It's just like, oh, I lost blue. Better call my dog and sharpen. Basically makes like speed sharpening completely redundant. Because, well, I mean, sure, speed sharpening will let you sharpen faster. But I don't need to. Oh, here he comes. Big spin. You've heard of Bigoo Punch? Now here, Bigoo Spin. I'll read chat in a second, I'll catch you. It's hard to read chat when you're just killing monster. Oh no, he's yooping at me. Not yooping. He just like did it like 3 times in a row. You running away? Get back here, coward. I will Naruto run towards you. The best MH main, man. Oh, maybe. You see that hammer click from World going around with Tigrex? Reignited my love. I don't know which one you're talking about. I think Dave might have posted it in Discord. I think I might know the one. I mean, if you want to watch old school Monster Hunter clips, you watch, Gotcha, bitch! That's a good one. In fact, that one's mostly about a Tigrex, too, now that I think about it. Guy landing level 3 greatsword charges on monsters that are, like, running at him. It's pretty good. It's an ancient Monster Hunter meme from the meme mines. And now that's an old school one. Back in the days of Freedom Unite. No, not yooping. Damn, he's just gonna jump 3 times in a row. What a dick. What a dick. Our Pare is tired. I bet he is. Poor boy. Just eat the meat. Actually, I should bring tinged meat. Do I have any? I have only steaks. Oh no! Huh. Fool. I outsmarted you with my bad plays. I outsmarted you. Surprised I must have just taken tinged meat off my thing. Gotta be getting close. Okay, and then suddenly fucking engine out of nowhere. Very, very cool. Wow. Yoink. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Let's ride Anjanath for a laugh. I think I have the ride monsters X number of times optional subquest. Just slam. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Banana slam that way. It's fine. I wanted you to hit the Tigrex, but whatever. Fucking hell. Fine. Fine. I'm not mad. Okay. Oh my god. Now Diablos is here. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? The monster gangbang in Area 5. Should be going down soon, man. He's running. That's cool. Motorcycle would be sick, or a giant frog. Wait, what? Freedom Unite was my first Monster Hunter back in the PSP days, yeah. I'm sure most people played Freedom Unite as their first one. It was like the most popular one by a mile, I think. Well, outside of World, obviously, but Freedom Unite was like hyper popular. I played a lot of Freedom Unite. Freedom Unite's probably my most played one. I think it was like the first game that the in-game calculator reached 1,000 hours, I'm pretty sure. I just like, you know, you come home and you get on your little, you play on your PSP and you lay on your couch and play ad hoc party with a bunch of Japanese guys. You know, it was just fucking funny. You go into a G-rank turns room. How is this not ready to capture it? Ugh. Surely it must be soon. Just chug potion. Chug potion and win game. There he is. I knew it would be soonish. Very cool. Fine, we'll use the Mega. I don't want to risk dying here. Boop. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. Love this edition. Sorry for caps. Edition? What edition is that? You have to be more specific, because you probably posted that like 15 minutes ago. Hopefully in the next game they give you a damn motorcycle. I don't know, the dog's okay. I'm okay with the dog. Or rollerblades? Because of dog I will never farm wetfish now. Yeah, it's like I honestly think it's like not even worth. This Moz must be the rare drop. I don't know. I honestly don't think it's worth using almost any of the sharpening skills. Like, it's protective polish, speed sharpening, and razor sharp, right? I don't think there's like any use for any of them. I mean, sure. Do I want to do this? No, I don't. I could. I just think, like, yeah, like, you could put it in your build. Like, you could probably pretty easily fit speed sharpening in, because I think it's a level 1, but who cares? I'm dead serious. I am dead serious when I say who cares, because it's like, honestly, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you may as well just get on your dog and sharpen normally, rather than, like, oh, 30 seconds of no sharpness loss. It's like, who cares? Just every time you get blue. That's what I did when I fought Almudron. Every time I dropped from blue, I just got on my dog and I sharpened. Like, that's That's what I did. Or giant frog. Giant frog like the Guildmaster Hojo. Just sitting there with a frog and a carrot on a stick. I mean, you kind of need the dog, which is a problem in this game, because, like, the areas are so big that, like, to traverse them, you kind of need the dog. It's kind of funny. Big hair no more. Yeah, I got rid of my I got rid of my big white afro, unfortunately. It was too susceptible to being a big hair in the crosshairs, so I had to get rid of it. I had to let it go. If you love something, you have to let it go. Then the next thing they'll give you more pets. I don't know. I think they'll keep the Palamutes around. I think Palamutes are a reasonable addition, because yeah, like, they had that experiment in Iceborne where they're like, oh, you get a dog or whatever. You can ride on a Jagras. So it might not be a Palamute, but it might be like, oh, you can, like, capture a Jagras and, like, use that as your pet. Something along those lines I think would be cool. Like, actually being able to, like, capture some endemic life and use that as your steed would be neat. Like, I don't know, it could be anything. Like, it could be, like, it could be a Jagras, it could be, like, I don't know, Jaggy. You know, some lesser monster would be cool. I'd be on board with that. Like, it doesn't have to be a Palamute, but I assume Palamutes aren't going anywhere now, because it seems like the logical expansion of what they were doing. Palarite. Well, it's gotta be a meme, right? It's gotta be memeable, because they're called canines, because there's felines and canines, spelled with a Y, and they're called Palamutes and Palicos. Like, there's like a calico cat, and, like, I guess an Alaskan Malamute. You know, so you got that, right? You got that aspect, and obviously they pal around. Because they're your buddies, they're your pals. No, he's shooting rocks. I told him to go kick rocks, and the madman actually did it. Ki-yaw. Yeah. Oh, god damn it, I stopped running. I thought Superman died. Oh, god damn it. Should actually bring tinged meat. It's like one of the only times it's useful is against this bad boy. Give you a Jagras for storing more items for hunts, a bird for scouting. You have a bird too in this, actually. It's called a Kahoot, because he's in cahoots with you. Oh, I accidentally hit Diablo, so here we go. It's monster fighting. Is it actually worth it? I hit him for like 11. Multiple times, however. Maybe it is worth it to do this, just like... Maybe I haven't really taken advantage of it. I don't know. DPS-wise, it's probably... Oh god! Leave me alone, I just want to get my loot. I want my loot and I want to get the fuck out of here. Dog, come on, where are you? No, whatever, he's tethered and he's fine. Just put him in timeout. Pal-eatle? It's just a bug? It's just a beetle? It's gotta be a, whatever it's called, you know, a pun. You know, like I said, Palico is a pun on calico. Pal and calico. And Palamute is it's a play on Pal and Malamute. Alaskan Malamute. Like a husky. A type of, well, I guess a type of husky. Probably pretty closely related. So you need to, I don't know. You need to find a beetle that has a specific name that you can put pal in there somewhere. Pal older. It's like a bedrock. Very cool. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Get over here, coward. Okay, okay, he got over here. Fuck. He got me. It was just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. I gotta get jump again. Stop yooping. Just stop it. Stop yooping. I actually wonder. I mean, if you were doing a multi-hunt, I bet you, like multiplayer hunt, I bet you it's probably really efficient to use the riding because you can stun lock the monster. Like if you get a Diablos against a Tigrex like I did, you can like literally stun lock the monster for your team to just like unload on. So it's probably better than the multi-hunt. Just for me though, I don't think it's worth it. God. Also, was it a new addition in the world to be able to ride Aptonauts and stuff? Genuinely didn't realize until yesterday. I don't remember. Probably. I don't think you could do it and try and stuff. I think it was a world thing, but it's like, it's just like whatever. I think they just kind of wanted world to have a bunch of, they wanted world to feel kind of like homey, I guess, so you can do stuff like that. It's like not necessary at all. There's like, fishing is a big part of the game. Or there's like a fishing mini game in like Rise, or sorry, World. And it's like I've never touched the fishing in World because I just don't care. I don't like to fish, so I like never fish. And just like all, it's like the endemic life too, right? There's all this endemic life that you can collect, and it's like I've never done it. Well, I've done a little bit of it. I definitely don't put any emphasis on it. Aptonoth? Aptonoth are like the big like herbivores. They're like at the beginning of the game. You carve them for meats, for raw meat. Unique item: round cactus. But I want a square cactus. Now you're at the mercy of a blend tech blender. How do you feel? How does it feel? Oh god, my sharpness is terrible. That's the other thing, is I don't feel the need to like sharpen that often, even though it's like I should 100% be okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. get out by the skin of my teeth by jumping off my dog. I don't know, just like not being at my max level of sharpness always felt really bad, and in this I don't really care that much. Unless I'm fighting like an Almudron and I'm gonna bounce off his claws. Or I'm fighting like Basarios, which case, you know. I mean, if I'm fighting Basarios, I'm probably gonna run my Mind's Eye build. I made an anti-Basarios build, and it's not even because Basarios is hard. I just made it because I hate fighting Basarios. It's like Dragon Element, it's like what? My Azure Elder Blades 2, and I run Mind's Eye, and it's like totally unnecessary, but I just do it because like why not? I hate fighting Basarios. I love fishing and catching bugs. Yeah, there you go. I mean, they made World a big game where there's more to just do than just hunt monster. But I'm a simple jack and I hunt monster. Don't do other thing. But if you're another guy, like if you're a truther, if you were a truther, World's a fucking night. Like it would be a nightmare. The Platinum World, because you have to do so much stuff. It's like you gotta do like every hunt. You gotta get like gold and silver. You gotta get gold giant crown, gold tiny crown. You gotta find all the endemic life. You know, it's just like there's so much to do in World. It's like not even including Iceborne. I snapped him up. Uh-oh. I hate that. I can't believe that they added that. just a regular Tigrex. It used to be like a brute Tigrex thing. He just like his roar shocked you. I just gave him a regular roar now. Because I guess he doesn't have enough attacks or something. Because he's an old school monster. He's like a Gen 2 monster. Yep, okay. I'll just quickly eat this so I don't die. And then I'll shock trap him. Kia! You have to do 50 arena quests to complete world trophies. I mean, the arena quests aren't so bad. Like, you'll just do them fast. I will the Truth World and Iceborne someday. Damn, dude, that's hardcore. It's like sucking dick for bus fare and then going walking home. Yeah. So all your guides, by the way, very epic. There's gonna be a new set coming out soon. Oh, nice. I got the Maw. Got 2 Maw. See, that's why you always capture, okay? You always capture. Because that stuff like that happens. You always capture monsters. And, you know, like it's not even like it's... I can't even explain how much better it is. It's like so much better to capture. Because that fight probably would have taken an additional like 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe longer. I can build Tigrex's set now, probably. I'm 2k total on OSRS. Trophying this game is easy in comparison. I don't know what OSRS is. Pull the Yoshi, save yourself by hopping off my dog. I do it all the time. And that's what I thought too. It's literally like sacrificing Yoshi in Mario World. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I'm gonna do some thinking. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I just had to do some thinking for a second. And by thinking, I mean other stuff. Ooh, that's a 2-socket. That might actually be really good if you're using a Charge Blade or a Switch Axe. It's like Crit Eye 2, Rapid Morph 2. I mean, one of the things that's unfortunate is like I actually don't like running a Evade window. And it's not because Evade window is bad by any stretch of the imagination. I just think if you're running like Evade window 5, it feels like a crutch. Like, you learn how to dodge with Evade window 5 and you like get super good at it, and then you don't have Evade window 5 anymore and suddenly your timing for everything is all off. Which I think is genuinely a problem. Okay, so I could farm for this set. That's not useful. I mean, this coil's not terrible, honestly, if you want to run Part Breaker, which I was actually using that when I was farming. Latent Power, Constitution, level 2. I mean, should I build the rest of the Zenogre set? I don't think I'd ever run that, though. This isn't even the cool Zenogre set. The G rank Zenogre set looks way cooler. Because you look like a dog. Could run Rathalos. Hey, fuck, let's build the Bracers. Because those might have a place. Attack boost part breaker. No, the problem is like... The problem is when you kind of get to like this tier, building pants is kind of useless because like next tier you build Rajang pants and then you don't even think about it. Again, the problem with this set is it kind of sucks. Resuscitate. Increase attack power when you're suffering from abnormal status. 20% while active is not terrible. I mean, is there a resuscitate deco? No, probably not. I don't think so. Very interesting that there isn't a resuscitate deco. Very interesting indeed. 'Cause I was just thinking, right? If you're running this set, right? Like if you're running Hellfire Cloak has like some really weird stuff, right? Because it's like inflicts Hellfire Blight when monsters are enraged, right? And then if you like because I think it Hellfire Blights yourself, right? Which sounds really stupid and bad. But when you're using like the set, it's actually good. And then if you were running Resuscitate, you get plus 20 attack while using that. That would be pretty sick, but there's no decos for it, so it's like whatever. My last few gold crowns in World were for Lunestra, and then I moved to Rise. There are parts you can't get if you only capture. Name them. I'm very curious as to what those are. Because most of them that I've experienced are... You can get everything from capturing. I have not... I mean, I've look at my list. I've killed most of them. I mean, these ones no, because these are like super... I'm just like hammering them out, but... Everything like remotely difficult... I've captured most of them. And I've not been able to build... And I've been able to build pretty much everything. Right? Like, my capture rate is like 70% plus on everything. You know? So I find that suspect. RuneScape is an MMO. Oh, OSRS is old school RuneScape? Okay. Okay. Fine then. I mean, maybe Rachna Kadaki. Barry Elf usually is good stuff. Toby is good stuff. And you got lightning stuff equipped. Just fight Narga. Narga bats are probably never gonna be not useful. Apparently they buff latent power, I don't know the specifics. Mitsuzune claws and a Rathless part won't come if you cap. Well, you can still get them as break rewards. Like Rathless claws, just break his wingtips, right? I assume you break the wingtips and not the, not his feet. And Mitsuzune, you're gonna break claws all the time because it just sits low to the ground. So I don't know. I've had no shortage of materials. Okay, I've had no shortage of materials, and I honestly don't think it plays much of a part of anything. Like if that's true, I haven't not gotten something I needed. And like, what are you gonna use Mitsuzune's stuff for anyways? Like the gear's garbage. Like his set sucks, and the weapons are usually outclassed by something else. Specifically like Almudron, very likely, or guild stuff. And you don't even really need water element. Like, ice is fine for most things. Like, what's weak to water? I think it's Toby. God, what else is weak to water? I think Toby's most weak to water, and Janeth might be weak to water most weak, but it's also like, well, I don't mind running non-specific weaknesses. Like, I used to, before I built the shock blades, I ran fire on Narga because, well, I didn't have a thunder set. I was using Keizu Scards because they're easy to build. Yeah, we're fucked. Nope, never mind. Big jump. Yep. Spin. Yeah, okay. Yep. Big dumb me. Grappled the wrong way. What the hell was that? Okay, cool. Fighting this guy in this area is like so stupid, but whatever. Is he gonna heal me? Yeah, I shouldn't be fighting him here, I should be fighting with him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about RuneScape at all. I never got the RuneScape meme. Okay, it was fucking bonkers. Okay, I guess we're fighting this guy now. What's his A attack? His strong attack. Let's bonk him again. Pick up all my prizes though. Nice. Good job, Boomerang. Big jump. Damn it, green. Here's the tail. Do it. Do it again. I know your tricks. Was it a Kelby? He just stopped. What the hell? Okay, he just wanted to give away a scale. Fine. That move is not nearly as good as it was in World. That move was insane in World. Very spammable, very exploitable. Broke face. No, not like this. should be coming up on time, I'm assuming. I probably haven't been fighting it nearly as long as it feels like I have. One more time, yes please. Green sharpness. I'm actually considering running handicraft, but I have to pull out something pretty good to not to run handicraft. I have to pull something like pretty significant. Something very, very big. Two. Boop. Yep. Yeah. Would running handicraft be helpful? I mean, it totally would be. But the question remains, how would I get it? Ooh, my charm. I mean, I really should be changing my... This is actually not my ideal setup. My ideal setup actually runs the Zenogre helmet. Because I have a talisman that has 2 sockets in it. Mega scale. Gem. Wyvern gem. No big deal. I mean, what was it? It was basically like I changed this. Oh, sorry, Zenogre's up here. So it's 1. Am I running? Thunder attack. Yeah, okay. So you change that to that. I lose 2 critical element. Oops. Or sorry, yeah, I do lose 2 critical element. Muck resistance 2. I'm sure I have it in here. It also sucks because you get so many talismans. You have to sift through them all. Unless I can sort them, but it probably won't help. It sorted them that way, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Might be a blue one, I don't actually know. Could run razor sharp. Poise versus Botanist Mind's Eye. That's one of my 2 sockets. It's this one. Speed eating 2. Set decos. Put a bolt jewel in there for my Alucath Vertex. Expert bolt. Hungerless. It's not supposed to be hungerless, it's supposed to be satiated. Should be running satiated in this build. So now what's my skill set on? Crit 7, Thunder Attack 5, Crit Element 3, Free Meal 3, Crit Boost 2, Latent Power 2, Speed Eating, Weakness Exploit 1, Ice Attack, Dragon Attack, Crit Draw. So that's like my slightly superior build to what I was using. And now I should actually save it here. It'd be nice if you could favorite talismans so they show up faster and won't be melted. I agree, there's a lot of stuff you could do with talismans to make them not shit, but you just gotta be careful. I'm sure I've taken a talisman that would have been like minorly okay and threw it into the pot, but it's probably better not to bother. Let's fight something kind of easy. Pretty sure Juratonus is thunder. Last time I fought one wasn't so bad. Yeah, Juratonus is like not weak to anything. Thunder's your best bet, which is unfortunate. Damn it, I forgot how bad the first Zora fight is in World. Like, which one? Like, the set piece one that's, like, story-driven? I assume that's the one you're talking about. That one's not, like, bad. It takes fucking forever because, like, you basically just have to wait for it to play out. And it's like, oh yeah, destroy the lava cars. It's like, okay, I did that. What now? It's like, oh, you just gotta wait for... wait for him to get to the thing. They give you so much time. And what they should do is, like, just when you beat the lava cars, they should just fast-track you to the next thing, but they don't. So it just takes an eternity. I watched Rick play that the other day, actually. Well, Rick in Default and, I think it was Sigurd. Yeah, it must have been Sigurd. But it was like, yeah, that fight just takes a really long time. And I've done it multiple times, like on multiple characters. You know, my guy, I made a character for Iceborne. I did the entirety of low rank again to prove some guy wrong. You know, just how it goes. Just sometimes that be how it do. You know? Sometimes you gotta play the entirety of a really long game just to prove someone wrong. It's just what you gotta do sometimes, huh? It's not enough to be right. Others must be proven wrong. I took up a pretty chunk of my health for nothing. Just like getting taxed over here. It's like the tax man. Coming to take all my HP away from me. Third time doing it. I'm doing it for a fourth time later today. Why? For what purpose are you doing new characters? Like what, did some guy pay you to get through the story for him? Some guy paid you to play Monster Hunter for him? Oh, very cool. Move forward, the boss. And some guy, I think he asked me as a joke if I'd play Dead Rising 1 for him and get all the or was it all the achievements, or just do the Saint achievement for him? And then I legitimately considered it as like a business, like give me your credentials or like mail me your PlayStation or whatever, and I'll fucking beat the game for you and get all the trophies. The Platinum Trophy service. I've legitimately considered it. If you paid me enough, I'd totally do Dead Rising 1 Platinum. 100% I'd do it. Thought it was 7 Day Survivor. No, it wasn't for 7 Day. It was just for all survivors. The Saint trophy. Because it was on my old video, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I would do that service for people. It'd be fucking expensive, but you got money to burn and you don't want to get the achievement yourself, I'll do it. It would be really good if I could do like, if I could offer a service like Platinum Trophy and like Dead Rising 2, where I could like, where I had like 4 PlayStations hooked up, and I could like do Terror's Reality by myself. Like that would be a very cool service. Because I will get all my PlayStations connected to PSN, and I will do Terror's Reality with my 4 PSN accounts. Like, that would be a good service. Working on a solo character that's no defender weapons armor just to get the full world experience. Since I didn't play world until after, then playing with some new friends. Well, I'll tell you right now. You won't get the full world experience because they nerfed world in a patch when Iceborne came out. Or I guess a little bit pre-Iceborne, they nerfed all of the content in World to make it easier. So you won't get the full experience because the full experience doesn't exist anymore. Everything's been nerfed. So yeah, I mean you'll get a a closer look at what the full experience was, but you won't get the full experience. Because Capcom nerfed a lot of it into the ground. Like low rank got significantly easier with that patch. Like, a lot easier. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty crazy how that patch nerfed a ton of stuff. And it's very clear they did it to usher people into Iceborne, because obviously they want to make some money. But it's always laughable when some guy goes, I get this comment like a lot, like a fuckload, where it's like, would be nice if you didn't include the defender weapons and armor, and it's like, dude, the base game is completely irrelevant now. Like, very cool. Very ignorant statement of you to think that the base game is anything more than a shadow of its former self. Gotta love all this mud, dude. This guy just leaves shit everywhere. Get you these troops and all for a nominal fee. No, it would not be a nominal fee. It would be a hefty fee. A nominal fee would be just like, I don't even know the minimum cost it would take me to do all achievements for Dead Rising 3 or Dead Rising 1. If it was like actually all the achievements, it would probably take a minimum of like 3 days. Because I'd have to do, well, it's minimum 2 playthroughs. If I follow my guide exactly, I can do it in 2. But that assumes nothing goes wrong. And then I have to do a whole day of 7-Day Survivor. And that's 14 hours. It's 14 hours that I don't want to do. So that one I'd charge a premium for sure. But I'll do it. If you pay me enough money, I will do it. Work out the credentials. There's a nerf from launch as well. Teostra's nuke was ridiculous. Yeah, Teostra's nuke was crazy. And I'm pretty sure they nerfed like Kushala's wins and stuff too. They just like across the board they nerfed everything 100%. It's like way easier than it was. The dog has to go around the back. It's just how he rolls. Okay, he hits it from the back every time. So glad they put this monster in the game, dude. I'm so glad this monster exists in this game. Big fish damage sponge monster. Half of the fun is getting closer to basic experiences, theory crafting your own weapons and whatever. I mean, maybe. It's pretty straightforward. Like, Rise is really straightforward too, but World is basically like, oh, artillery is good on Gunland, so I'll use Palumu's gloves because they have artillery on them. It's basically like how it goes. Prey is weak, ripe for capture. It's like, I don't know. Just do it for Iceborne too. Ugh. Carbolite, Fusium. It's a bit an hour. I said I'll go for 2 hours last time. Maybe I go for more. Water is wet, grass is green. People say stupid shit before they think about it on the internet. It's actually amazing how many comments I get like that, though. It's like, well, maybe use the old guys, you big dumb idiot. Like, I really wish you did this without the defender armor. It's like, well, maybe you should look at my video catalog. where I did that, you know. It's just insane. Just absolutely ludicrous. Okay, what do we need to do? What else do we have to do? Fight Rajang, maybe? I mean, Rajang's gear kind of sucks. The only reason I'd ever fight him is for the decos. Serpent Goddess of Thunder. We can do super. Let's do Serpent Goddess of Thunder for some melds. For fun melding. No, this one's not doing it either. Unless this one is. I swear I did it. No. Okay. Well, let's fix this gear too. Zenogre set, yeah. Boom. And then change this. Can't remember now. This one. Can't remember which one it was. I'll know when I see critical element 2 on it. That one. That's the one. That's the one officer. Boom, boom. Hungerless. Wait. It's not. I don't know why I'm running Hungerless in all these. Actually, do I have crit ice 7? Okay, so that is not that. That's supposed to be that. And this should be satiated. Actually, do I want to run satiated or do I want to run stun resistance? Oh, I can't run stun resistance. This one. What do I want to run here then? Stun resistance level 1's useless. Run Leap of Faith? Sure, why not? There you go. I don't know why I haven't like done this before. I mean, there's Old Guide online too, yeah. Well, I didn't finish Iceborne, but I've 100% finished Weapons and Armor for base game. I just didn't finish Iceborne because I got bored of the game. Actually, we're on Serpent Druid right now. Do I have all the optionals open? I do. Ate my Dango. Let's go. I don't know. People are just stupid. Like they think they're better than the Defender gear, but the whole point of the Defender gear is catch-up mechanic. And it's like, okay, fine, dude. Like I literally don't care. And you gotta think of it from my perspective too. Like, I'm writing a guide on how to get through the game as easy as possible. I think I'm not gonna put in the fucking Defender gear when it's like way better. You know, like, oh yeah, just don't use the Defender armor, even just like the Defender weapon. Like, don't use the Defender weapon. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It gets you through the game so fast, and it is legitimately the best armor in the game that you have access to. Oh, there's the ball sack. Like, I don't understand people. Like, I don't understand that mentality. You think like you're better than the guide. It's like, no, you're not. You're literally looking up a guide because you don't know what gear to build. And you're like, I don't want to build the Defender gear. It's like having all my hard work being invalidated by the creation of a new meta. Well, metas... I mean, Monster Hunter, the idea of a Monster Hunter meta is also fucking laughable in my opinion. Because, yeah, there's skills that are good, for sure, but... Monster Hunter is like... You gotta think of it like this, okay? Monster Hunter, literally a single player / co-op only game. Like, there is no need for a meta. Metas usually erupt in, like, a PvP style game. Like literally, who cares? In Monster Hunter is my perspective. It's like, I used to run like shit builds for fun, you know, and like a lot of people would run like full Chameleos against Kushala Daora, and it's like, oh, that would be considered off meta because God forbid you didn't bring full damage to Kushala. Instead, you wore Chameleos so you could have wind pressure resist. You know, it's stuff like that that's just like, I'm gonna blame a lot of the people whose first game was World on that aspect, because, you know, it was not, most Monster Hunter players literally don't give a fuck. They all had this understanding that if you're playing online, you're doing it for like one of two reasons. One is to farm monster parts, at which point you're trashing the monsters, and two is just for fun, so you didn't really care what the other people were bringing. Like, I've done hunts with people who had no skills active, and I literally didn't fucking care, because we just trashed the monster, because it's, like, super fucking easy. I remember that really distinctly in 3 Ultimate. Some guy was running like a mix of like Rathalos and Azure Rathalos gear, and he had no skills active. And I literally said nothing to him because I didn't fucking care, because we were trashing the monster. I mean, he was obviously a shitter. I didn't fucking care. Just like the old games, but I worked hard to get the best and I want to stay that way. Well, skill will always be more important than skills. Like, your personal skill is always more important than the skills your character has. Like, 100% of the time. Ugh. Just sharpen. See me dodge that Sonic the Hedgehog ring by ducking. Yeah, not full damage longsword is a meme build. I know some guy legitimately got mad at me because I recommended focus. He's like, why the hell do you run focus on longsword? I'm like, because it's fine for new people. And what else are you gonna run at this level? There's like no other stuff. I just remember that really specifically. People got super pissy. It's like, you're not running weakness exploit critical eye? Like, you're, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because you don't need to run pure damage when it's like having utility is really nice. People just like don't get that. Couldn't tell which one he was doing. She was doing this too. I will shoot the ball sack. Okay. I hate to think of that. I have a joke in the guide currently that's like, you gotta shoot her in her ball sack. But I think I might want to change that. I don't know, however, if it's the right decision. I like purging monsters with fire. Problem is, oh wait, were you talking about? Oh yeah, HPG, and they kept nerfing everything because HPG was like, HPG was always one of the skills, like one of the weapons that was always kind of busted. Like in every Monster Hunter game, heavy bowgun was always super good because you just like, you stay back, you just unload on monsters with insane damage, which is, you know, it's unfortunate. They nerfed it. But you know, it's like everyone in Try is like, you're fighting Alatreon. Oh god, I fucking missed. Fighting Alatreon and Try, and it's like, yeah, everyone had this one specific build they used because fighting Alatreon any other way sucked ass. And you were doing Alatreon to farm Sky Piercers, so everyone just sleep bombed it because it made sense. Just barely dodged it. Pop the sack. Pop the sack. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. Pop the sack. Pop the sack. Dragon D's nuts. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's hard because, yeah, like, it's funny. And, like, it's so, like, it's exactly the place it needs to be for a ball sack, right? I forgot what I have currently written. It's something like shoot her in her big juicy shock sack, I think. Lightning sack, thunder sack, you know. 'Cause that's basically what it is. I mean, it's not testicles. I'm gonna wait for that first one to go before you can do this. Dragonator's not open yet. I mean, missing out on 2,000 damage from the Wyvern shot kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Shit. Kia. I'm sure she'll go into the center of the screen soon. And I can shoot cannonballs at her. Speak of the devil. It's happening. It's happening! Wait, shit. This isn't what I thought it was. Oh, there's the Dragonator. Damn it, that was too tall. Not even one shot off. How embarrassing. Okay, this is the part I was thinking of. Keon. Game sucks. It's fine. It's fine. Elder Dragon Blood. East Blue. Hello there, friend. See, if you get like that, it's like super convenient. But if you don't, you just like miss opportunities and you don't get a chance to do anything. So that's what sucks, is like, okay. I mean, I bet you this is like so fast in multiplayer. You probably killed, like, just trash this boss. Seriously? You gonna do this again? No, never mind. You're not gonna do this again. Just fly over everywhere. Oh god, is it the shock thing? Upside down again. Second one, yes. So we're in phase 2 now. Despite not getting whatever. This is the shock blast, yes. Oh, we're doing this. I don't think I've ever cut the tail on this one. Maybe today's the day. I guess so. Whoa! What the hell? That was pretty cool. I'm taking this, okay? Don't worry about it. Narwa Spark Sack. Oh no, we got a part of the ball sack. Very cool. It's part of why, like, I mean, my dual blades are fine for this, but I feel like this is better tuned with like a greatsword or something, because you just have higher reach and you do more damage per hit. And when you have limited opportunities to attack, those hits are more significant. Beyblade Blender, yes. Run all the way up the back end of it. It's pretty crazy. Kia. Oh shit. You kind of get a feel of when the fight's gonna be over. It's gonna be a little while yet, I think. For whatever reason, I usually kill her with cannonballs. I can't tell you exactly why that is. Okay, we gotta run over here. If she falls, you just immediately run to the sack. Like, you just go to the sack. That's your opportunity to get some damage in, as you go for the sack. And then you should, in theory, land right next to where the sack is. Oh god, get out of there, it's gonna blow! This is the rings, so never mind. 1 and 2, yes please. Yes ma'am, thank you. Wham blam, yes ma'am, thank you ma'am, whatever it is. Okay, this is ball sack attack, yes. This is, I'm presenting my sack to you. And I missed, fucked it up. Would be nice if you moved a little over there so I could Dragonator your ass. Okay, very cool. You gonna come over here? You're gonna go to the center of the arena, very likely charging up, which means I can cannon it. Like, if you had 4 guys doing this with the cannons, like, this would be over so fast. Egg sack or ovaries? No, it's a spark sack, I believe. I believe it's for you know, it's for making shock damage or whatever, you know. It's for making electricity. It probably is an egg sack, but Ibushi has the same thing. So my guess is it's not meant for reproduction. It's meant for making a lightning. Is my guess. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not gonna die on this hill. Oh shit. Kia. Very cool. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, I guess I burst the other side too. Okay, we're done. That was a beautiful pop on that one. Did they move where the tail was? I swear I cut it over there. Whatever. It's like a gas sack to help her float. I mean, maybe if she was a fish. Whatever. Swim bladder? I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's just, I don't think Narwa and Ibushi's designs are very good, and they look silly. And the fact that there's two of them makes it a little bit sillier. Just a little bit. Getting teabagged by a hermaphrodite dragon. Well, I'm pretty sure female, but, you know, whatever. Not gonna judge. Shoot the jiggly bits. Could also work, I suppose. I mean, the problem is, like, you can make, like, a very harmless comment that you think is harmless, but someone else just goes off on it, and it's like, ugh. I guess I can't put any jokes in anymore. Well, I think today we'll actually try to keep it 2 hours. So I think what I'll do is I'll meld until I'm out of Narwa materials. Ooh, Thunder Serpent Man. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll meld till I'm out of materials. We'll just do some quick hunts, see what melds we get, and then call it a day. Because I should actually get back to work. I'm behind as usual. To no one's surprise, I am behind. I've done every quest. I'm a quest master. Maybe it won't actually be that many parts.
Here we go.
Narwa tentacle. Narwa carapace. Narwa hide.
This is exciting. Happy hunting.
Can I get a right back again real quick? Sorry. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I really should figure out my stream deck. Ugh. What were we doing? Firing out some low ranks? Fuck, that's all I wanted. Well, I don't want to do Rampage. God, no, I don't want to do Rampage. Do high rank Narga, or low rank Narga, because if I want to build Narga weapons, I need to go through the build tree. I'm pretty sure I fought, like, I had a little thing where I was counting how many things I'd farmed. And it's like, I did like 10. I did 10 of each of like the low rank monsters, like Izuchi, Arzuros, and stuff like that. And it's funny because even if you're doing like 10 very fast, like 2-minute hunts, it's like 20 minutes per monster. And there's a lot of monsters, so it adds up really fast how much time it takes. So yeah, it takes a lot of time. I'm pretty sure I can actually get over this fence if I'm not bad. Yeah, there you go. Butterflame, attack up. I really need to farm more like Bullfango. It's like Bullfango and like Kelby and Anteka are like the things I really need, because you need like whatever they're called, quality hides or warm pelts, and it's just like I don't have enough of those. Everything else I almost have in spades, but warm pelts from Anteka, they're a hot commodity, my dude. Oh, nice. So I'm not running. One of my old builds, I was actually running stun resistance. And quite honestly, when I'm farming, I probably should be running stun resistance, like in these low rank monsters, because like I don't have to worry about healing, because look how little damage they deal. I feel like I do more damage with the Zinogre helmet, but that doesn't make any sense. Because it's just gave me crits. It shouldn't actually affect my damage output. Oh god. He dodge? He's gonna go into it now. Back here, I want to farm this Bullfango. That's one, we'll check our melds now. Well, first round of melds at least. Round of melds. I don't know. The set kind of looks bad now. I liked my bug helmet, and now I have the Zinogre helmet. I don't think it looks as cool. If it was the G rank Zinogre helmet, I'd be all okay with it because it looks cool. This one, not so much. Yeah, so 2.5 minutes to farm a low-rank Nargacuga. If you did that 10 times, that's like 23 minutes, which excluding loading times, obviously. Oh, crap, I gotta do my meow scenarios. Maybe I need... No. I'll just keep doing Narga, because Narga's actually got like decent low rank or decent high rank weapons. From what I've seen, Rathalos doesn't have much good stuff. There's probably some stuff that's okay. Like, I'm sure Arzuros has like 1 or 2 weapons that are okay. But it's usually not like that. It's usually like some weapon types that have like 1 monster has good stuff, whereas they're junk with everything else. I already selected it. I have firing training. I really want to know what the other stuff is for the guild card. Ooh, Rampage quest. Another Rampage, huh? Magnum Mallow in spades. Sounds good. That is probably a very lucrative Magnum Mallow quest. You probably have something I can buy, actually. Buddy bargaining, take. Exchange for items, special goods. The Narwa scroll. I'm getting there. I'm guessing that guild cards. Oh yeah, fantasy teacher crack. I changed my title. I changed it to a Coomer title. Low rank hub, high rank hub. I've done 153 high rank hub. Maybe I have to do low rank hub as well, or arena quest or something. Because you start looking for it and it's like completing many low rank quests. You'd think this is for high rank, but it hasn't shown up yet. Still don't have the volcano one done. Apex and Rampage. 1,000 wire dashes. All the camps. Many valuable weapons and armor. Variety, many different materials. Just like I don't know what the other ones are, you know. Oh, look at that! Rick posted. What a boss. Controller supports bonk. What's Thomas talking about? For what game? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll talk to him later. When I get off, which will be soon. We'll check our melds, get nothing of value, wonder why we even bothered, and then move on with our lives. I kind of want to replace these Legambi bracers, but I think they're too valuable with like the two crit eye with a level 2 and a level 1 socket. It just seems too good. I don't know what else I'd use. Nothing else is like drawn to me, unless like maybe Magnum Mallow with like Handicraft 2. But then I gotta make up Crit Eye 2 somewhere else, and that's gonna be hard. Because if you're running Crit Eye, you want to run 7, because the last one is worth 10%. Going from 6 to 7 is actually huge. Big if true. And yes, it is true. What are you doing, dude? Just hanging out, being blind. Crap, will they restock? Nope, I didn't. Whatever, I should be able to use the thing. Do your thing, do the tail whip. Yeah, maybe I'll do some experimenting, see if I can actually incorporate Crit Eye 7 with the Handicraft, because you know what? 20 units of sharpness would be no joke. I would probably benefit from that pretty heavily. You sealed your fate, bro. Bro. Oh, he does dodge it, but only when he's not enraged? Okay, fine. You've chosen death, I see. You've chosen to hobble away to your death. And this is why I can't capture every monster, is because I'm bad and I don't bring enough traps. It's also why capturing or killing sucks, because now I gotta wait an extra 40 seconds to get back to camp, get back to the town. Small monster slaying. Trap plants or trap bugs, whatever. Grab me some honey. Not gonna be able to go up there, are we? I think there is just a... There's like an artifact up here or whatever. Unless it's up here. It's Bombadgy. It's like blowing up everywhere. What a hilarious little monster. Just blow up. That was a good addition. I like Bombadgy, makes me laugh. Yeah, I kind of miss my bug helmet, dude. Even though this is like probably an objectively better setup, I miss my bug helmet. I miss being the bug man. 302. How painful. It was terrible. Now we'll see what magic we got from the melder. Very cool indeed. All meldings complete. Let's see. Has the gambling paid off? No. No. That is actually not terrible in a situation where I'm gonna fight like Almudron and I want Partbreaker, but probably never gonna use. No, actually. Probably not. Probably not. No. 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 What a shocker. What a shocker. Nothing good happened. How could this happen in America? Okay. Arachnicodaki Sharpclaw. Diablos carapace. These Diablos materials. I actually think Diablos in this is pretty fucking easy.
Thank you for your patronage.
So I want replacements for my hands. Stamina surge. The current hands are Crit Eye 2. Well, I think technically they're Crit Eye 3. Crit Eye 2 with a Crit Eye deco in them, so they're pretty damn good. So if I want to replace them, I need something equally good. Equally kick-ass.
No need to hurry. There's plenty of time.
Handicraft 2 is pretty okay. That would be appealing. I mean, these are probably okay if you're using a hammer or a hunting horn. Nope. That gets me Crit Eye 2 and maximum might. If I put the thing in there. So I'm shy 1 critical eye with Barioth Van Braces. No, that doesn't help me. I was just thinking if I like get critical eye from something else, does it help? Not really. Those are actually insane. Those are actually really good for normal builds. 211, no, not good enough. No, no. This is one of the problems is like there's not a lot of gear that's like yes, that's like super good. I mean those are not terrible either technically. I mean affinity sliding is like very little use, but attack 2 with 1 and 1. Yeah, I think there's just like no actually those hands are like nuts too. If you're gonna run an artillery build, this is gonna last a long time. Yeah, I mean, like, these are just so good because it gets you crit eye 3. Which reduces the strain on your build a lot. I mean, these are the same. They're just strictly worse because Lagombies have a level 2 socket. And ice attack is generally nicer than water attack. I don't know, man.
Goodbye.
So if I change it, what happens? If I change that to Sinister, and I go set decorations, put an expert jewel, you get to 5. Do I have any other for 2? And also like, I also lost a bolt jewel. So, just like doesn't work as well. Let's see how this sharpness feels. I'll just fight whatever. I'll fight another Narga. But it just like, it's really unfortunate because like if I could somehow get a talisman that actually gave me exactly what I needed, I could graduate from the Lagombies into something else that was useful. But right now my build's actually pretty set. I don't think I can change too much in it without like some god talisman that's like, I don't know, crit eye 4. Crit eye 3 and 2 sockets would be pretty sick. That would free up my gear quite a bit. I'm mostly just going to do this as a feel thing. Because I should have like 20 extra hits of, well, it'll be more than 20. But I should have like over 20 hits worth of blue. Which is probably pretty significant feeling. I can't imagine it not feeling significant. Looks cool though. Looks better than Lagombi's, my snow gloves. That's nuts, dude. That's a good way to start the fight. Yeah, that does not feel insignificant. Maybe I should try to find a handy... I don't think I've ever gotten handicraft on the talisman though. Maybe I should go for like a sharpness. I mean, that's the thing is like, I've said it multiple times at this point. It's like, I don't feel the need to run sharpness because I can just sharpen. But having a lot of blue feels pretty nice. Crap, I didn't. Never mind. After watching a stream, I decided to buy Monster Hunter Rise. Nice, dude. Were you gonna hold out for PC? I probably would have held out. I don't know. Well, I think the thing is when you're watching other people play games, it's easy to be like, yeah, I should get that. I don't know. I hope the title updates come fast because, you know, 35 hours is pretty much all you get from the main story. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. It feels pretty good. I might make some slight adaptations to my thing. Having that extra 20 units of sharpness is It's not insignificant. I mean, is there a helmet that has 2 crit eye? I could change weakness exploit to crit eye. But then I lose weakness exploit, which is like... Problem is, if I'm running critical eye, I want to have critical eye 7. There probably is a helmet that has 2 crit. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe there isn't one. Toby hat? Toby hat is 1. But does Toby hat have a level 2 deco slot? Check over here first. 35 hours can be a long time. Yes, but it's not a long time for a Monster Hunter game. Handicraft and flinch free. I mean, maybe I should use this helmet. Is what I should be doing. And change that and keep those as Lagombi. I mean, that's pretty decent.
Haste makes waste. Take all the time you need.
Yeah, there's a reason of keeping the chest. Is because it's like got level 2 critical eye on it and critical element. What does weakness exploit 1 do? 15% weak points. Damn, could I actually run 3? There's like no way to get weakness exploit 3 besides doing this. And they only have level 1s. I should do some more. I should do some more dicking around, try to find out how to min-max stuff. Like if I could get like weakness, I don't even think I can get weakness exploit 3. There's probably some random piece of gear that has it. That gets you weakness exploit 3. I don't think that's better though, is the problem. Oh, waste. Is there a weakness exploit on waste? Oh, there is. Damn, that's weakness exploit 2. No sockets, weakness exploit 2. I'm in college, so maybe 1 week for the full story, yeah. Do I not have that built? Okay, I do. That might actually be the secret. What am I using right now? Barioth coil? That has no socket though, that's kind of shitty. What am I using? Barioth, right? Ooh, that has critical element 2 on it too. Remover belt. Building.
Let's get practice.
Sure. That's crit boost. This set's so weird. Crit element with Vlad. Oh. So I'm wondering, like, okay. I mean, it says crit eye 2 in a socket. Critical draw is not super valuable. In terms of sockets, this is probably better. But what does that even let me change? My chest armor? My chest is crit eye 2, crit element 1. Problem is I'm losing critical eye if I do that. Like, I could be like, okay, I'm running... Where is it? The hell is it? It's, I'm running this. So I run this, and I run... this. That gives me crit I 3. Or crit element 3. But I lose crit I 2 from that. I gain a socket. I'm pretty sure I'm running... I mean, I guess the question is... I mean, the question isn't that is critical boost good. Is it that is running critical... Is it running like a more crit-oriented build, like going like crit I7, weakness exploit 2, better than running crit boost from the boots? God, it also gives you latent power. Fuck, dude. These are just so good. I don't know if it's like even worth discussing not having it. You know, it's kind of like, why even have this conversation? Heroics. God, if this was like any other skill than heroics. If this was like anything else. Pretty damn good. Whatever. I'll play around with it later. We want to check what's in here though. That's what we really care about. Okay. Trash. This is why the Melder sucks, right? Thunder attack 2, water attack 2. You literally cannot get value out of both of those skills at the same time. It's actually impossible. So that talisman is like terrible. Trash, trash, trash. Big surprise. Oh my god, dude. What do we got? A lot of Tigrex materials. Sure. Let's do one more melding. I don't know, man. Just sitting here like wasting time. Oh shit, we passed the 12-hour or the 2-hour mark. This is last one for real. I'm gonna fight something stupid and easy. Let's fight Great Baggy. Great Baggy, last hunt of the day. Well, probably not for me, but last hunt on stream at least. Problem is, it's like so. It's also like really hard to craft critical eye decos. So even if I had the sockets, it would still be a lengthy quest to get 7 of them. Sanctimonious feline. You know, there's probably something up here. I don't think I've ever been up here. Okay, never mind. That's what we would call in the business very cool. Okay. Let's finish this, check the melding pot, and then we're done. Let me ride is the question. Band versus meld. Well, I'm... You know, right now I'm just like doing the melding because it's like kind of potentially interesting. But I think when I'm actually playing, I like don't even think about the melder. I'm just like, whatever. I've got what I've got. It's probably like if you get a decoration or a talisman that has like 2 level 2 sockets on it, plus some okay skills, that's probably what you're gonna use. Because like 2 level 2s means you can get like critical I2 on it, like guaranteed. And if the other skills on it are reasonable, like I think mine is like speed eating 2. It's like speed eating 2, crit I2, and like something else. So if that's the case, like that's actually not terrible. It's just really annoying because it's like, you know, there's like some god talisman out there that's like something crazy like handicraft 3, 2 sockets, right? Like that's the kind of shit you like want and you're holding out for. But it's probably just a pipe dream, dude. Are you coming, dog? I need to get my mining outcrop and snatch this. Oh, I can't. Look. Okay, let's test. What did we get? Did we get something good? Probably not. Did we get something bad? Probably yes. All meldings complete. This guy just... I bet you under that mask is just a massive troll face. Earplugs 2 recoil down to 1 socket. See, you know what? If I was running a bow gun with earplugs, that might be okay. Because earplugs is a level 3 skill, so that's not bad. I'm okay with that. Junk. Also junk. Also junk. Mostly junk. You know? So it's like, what is that? Was that like... was that earplugs 2 or earplugs 3 on that one? I didn't even see. Man status melted. I am definitely not thrilled with the melder. Yes, it's fire resistance 1, speed eating 2 with 2 level 2 sockets. So like, that could be crit eye 2, that could be crit element 2. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in that socket, and speed eating is a nice skill, so that is fine. That's probably one of my better talismans. It's just like 2 sockets and speed eating 2, fire resistance 1, whatever. I think this is the one I was originally using, like free meal one, but I can gem in for free meal. IRP, unrelated question for you. Have you soloed Fatty and Iceborne? No, I haven't. I don't think I haven't even fought Furious Rajang and Raging Brachydios in Iceborne. Like I stopped playing Iceborne a long time ago. I do fire attack razor sharp might not be terrible. What am I looking for? Earplugs, right? It was earplugs something. Fire attack 3, wire whisper 3. And level 3. I mean, maybe. Might be okay. I mean, that's an easy thunder attack 5, but getting thunder attack 5 is easy. Oh, this one's crit element 2, paralysis resistance 2 with 2 level 1s. Where the hell is it? Was it a blue talisman? I thought it was red. Maybe it was blue. Like rapid morph crit element is like so oddly specific. You have to be using an elemental weapon and a switch axe or charge blade. Was that it? Recoiled down earplugs with 2? No, it was better than that, wasn't it? Razor sharp ice. Huh, I have weakness exploit on my charm. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. I don't know. So this is the problem. You just like sit here and look. And you're like, huh. Maybe I have something good. And then you're just like, oh, that actually works perfectly. And then it never does. It just never does. Anything with like Crit Eye 1 is kind of useless because I can just run Crit Eye 2 and 2 decos. I think I actually lost it. Okay, it's earplugs 2, recoil down 1. So if I can run... I think Tiger X is the only one that has recoil. Or sorry, earplugs. So I could do like that and get earplugs 5 with the charm. Then what would I run? It's like To find gunner armor. Gunner armor on the chest.
No need to hurry. There's plenty of time.
It's just sockets. So yeah, normal wrap it up would be good. Reload speed. Is that the pumpkin one? Okay, it is. Normal wrap it up and pierce up. You know what? I should be looking at. I should be looking at whatever it's called. I could run that too. Should be looking at the Rachna set, because the Rachna set's probably actually got what I want on it. Spread up reload speed. Doesn't have normal up, it's just spread. Oh, interesting. Whatever. Run it back, one more, fucking fine. You get one. Okay. You get one. We'll do one more meld. I need to just meld the crappy ones. Okay, you can go. You can go, you can go. I'm pretty sure you can go because I have a better one. You can go. Keep that one. Because that's the one I was literally just talking about. Agitator is bad. This is bad. You're bad. 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 Better. Bad. Good. Probably have a better one. Bad, because it's water attack and thunder attack, literally useless. Bad. Might be okay. Bad. Bad.
This is exciting. Happy
Bad. Bad. Bad.
It's a good day for a hunt.
Let's dip into my savings. It's the worst that could happen. Let's fight something a little more substantial here. We'll do one for Rick. Okay.
Don't forget to
We'll fight the fat fucking frog. We'll do it for Rick, and that's it. And that's actually it. Like, I'm not gonna do more than that. I'm gonna eat my dango, kill a fat fucking frog, and then go about my business. It was earplugs for LBG. Yeah, but it's like, do I want to run earplugs is the question. It's like, I don't even want to run earplugs, and it's like, yeah, okay, use this earplug talisman. I should have fought the monkey. Yeah, but I want to finish soon. Monkey would take fucking forever. Like, well, monkey's probably like a 15-20 minute hunt. Because monkey don't fuck around. I mean, he does. He takes a lot of naps. But when he's actually fighting, he is the punch monkey. He will punch and he will not stop punching. Yeah, you know, running two handicraft actually feels pretty good. I'm just surprised there's so few handicraft options in this game. Like, they like just didn't even let you run They like don't even let you run handicraft 5. As far as I know, you can't get handicraft 5 through gear. I'm pretty sure I have all the gear in the game that has handicraft on it. It only takes you to like 4. Fucking frog. Oh god. Here. Excuse me, I need to capture this bear. Take a nap. Take a seat right over there. Look, it's noon. The air horn, whatever the hell it is, for the boats, signifying that it's near o'clock. I like the frog. The platypus turtle frog. I like the frog too. I mean, I like Rajang, but... you know, I have to actually pay attention while I'm fighting him, and I'm kind of checking out at the moment. Okay, we just killed him. We killed him by accident. I didn't even get a call out. We're just gonna kill him. We're just gonna kill him. Very cool. It's a sad dango. No, man. I always just eat for weakener. So I fight less powerful monsters because I'm a little baby. I can't handle it. I don't know. I kind of like running handicraft, but it really, really fucks my build up. Like, I'm down to like 35%. And they should be at 50. And if I'm not at least 50% affinity, I might as well not even be wearing these crit boost shoes. My crit boost pants, you know? Because if you're not critting, you're not getting value. If you're not getting value, why even run it? I could probably make like a quality of life build that's more like you run like handicraft razor sharp. And you'll probably get some crit, just not as much. You just run weakness exploit too. Like I could run weakness exploit 2, handicraft 2, and not run critical element. But like I said, I can just sharpen on my dog. Okay, here we go. Did we get anything good? No. Not really. No. God damn it! God damn it!